Magi-Knights document, so I don't have the new
I'll
one.
check.
Yeah.
Can't remember. I feel like it is like, I think it's just, I mean, it doesn't matter much. Well, it does matter because I should have 4 because I can't have anything above 3 or +2.
I definitely need to have these tabs open beforehand next time.
I just can't remember what the because I know it's pretty much what D&D is. I just can't remember how to calculate your attack. What you add to it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
usually
saying.
it's
Like now, I'm
yeah.
second guessing myself because now I can't remember. Like, does it change your like to attack modifier with certain weapons, or does it only change your to damage modifier? Like,
I think finesse specifically says it changes your attack modifier, so I think it should be specified that that's the only thing that will change it to dexterity.
okay.
But if something's
If
ranged, it always works dexterity. So finesse only
Mm.
applies to melee weapons.
Yeah.
There's like no finesse bow.
So I'm just gonna say it's 4 because it's, you know, just strength plus
proficiency.
Proficiency, yeah. Okay. Because I was like, 5 seems too high. It seems like it was before I changed because my average, I can't have anything above like I think it was a 15 or something.
Yeah,
that was before I changed that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was getting the right rolls. Okay, so
okay, yeah, I just double checked. It doesn't change to attack. So okay.
Oh no, that's not good. That's a 9 to attack.
No, 9. So I'm just gonna say that this would be aimed towards like the closest. So
Yeah.
I guess that would lead me to ask, like, are you kind of landing like in front of the circle or are you landing behind of the circle? Because if you're landing behind the circle, I would probably say you're aiming towards the horde that only makes the horde of 3. But if you're in front of the circle, I would just pick randomly from the 2 full hordes in the circle.
I'd probably say I'd try to. So the options were behind the circle or just like in the circle.
But in front of it,
or in front.
I guess in the middle of it if you really want to. But
that would look really cool. But I feel like I would just probably, I wouldn't jump too far away from the building, so I'd probably be like kind of like behind the circle or something. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay, so then I'll say you're aiming this towards the horde of 3. So yeah, this
not
doesn't yeah, just double checking that they didn't have like an awful armor or something. But
first roll is terrible. That's fine.
Yeah, what do you do specifically? Like what's your attack look like as you try to?
Well, I just kind of I take my truncheons and I just try and whack the dude. I just, like over the head or something, just whack him.
Yeah, it's probably like some sort of like whichever of the 3 that you were aiming at is probably just some like panic reaction, like, oh god, snake, and they just like grab your wrist and kind of like push you away as you go to attack. Okay. So I guess now.
There you go.
Now technically would be Lynn, but since we're gonna do a support roll, just double checking here. I don't think you can do anything because it's not like anyone's taking damage yet.
She's okay with that.
Part of me in my brain, I'm like, this is my chance to show off. And Eclipse just unloaded 2 mags into a dude, and I couldn't even whack a dude a foot in front of me.
It gives me flashbacks to like the first session like we ever had together, where you're like, I'm gonna play the cool persuasive lady, and then you just stumbled your way like past the first obstacle.
Please don't remind me. I was so nervous.
I'm gonna play the bard who can convince anyone of anything. So If there's a guarded locked door in front of you, how do you get past them?
Here's my only way to cast spells. Please let me through. I'm begging you.
Literally, I was so nervous I couldn't think. No brain cells were had that day.
All right, so it then goes to Russ next time.
Yeah,
Princess
Russ.
Good Bros, Princess Glitter Bros. Sorry, Princess Glitter Bro. Okay, yes.
Get it right.
Oh,
Goodness.
sorry.
Shooting rabbits point blank.
Um.
I'm sorry, talking to my dad.
You're good.
So I guess I'm just gonna. Boom,
So yeah,
boom.
the Prince of the Blood Moon just unloaded into the leader of this pack, seemingly, and Viper had a bit of a stumble of a start at attacking the horde of the 3 cultists. You could try to. So yeah, if you also want to help unload into the leader, or if you want to maybe help out like Viper with the horde of 3, or if you want to aim at one of the boards that are around the magic circle.
I will go with helping out Viper with the horde of 3.
All right.
So
So now my question is: are you going to unload into them as well, or are you going to try and cast a spell?
Cast a spell, cast a spell, cast a spell.
Okay,
Do
I'll
whatever you
cast
want.
a
I don't
spell.
care. Do
no,
whatever you
no,
want.
I'll cast the spell. I'll do boom boom.
Kavdi, I mean, Kavdi did just say explosive spell is super effective, so.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, do you want to save your MP for the full hordes, or are you just going to use it for this horde of 3?
That is.
And
Okay,
that this was it. This was the end of the game.
Okay, I guess I'll save it for the big hordes. I'll shoot into them, I guess.
All right.
With non-explosive rabbits this time.
So yeah, you can use up to 5 d8s to roll the hit. Considering how hard the Prince of the Blood Moon just laid into that one guy, I don't think you need all 5, but that is the most that you can use. It's up to you.
I'll go with 5. Maybe he wants to show off. Perhaps.
Okay. But that
with
also
his
means
minigun.
That also means you're gonna have to spend your next action reloading. Avery gets to use a bonus action because he has the pistol, but you don't, so you're gonna have to use a full action.
I get to do the cool tactical reload, and some of them around like Han Solo, but you have a big machine gun, so you gotta like.
Yeah, I'll do 3.
All right.
Okay, that's 15 in total.
15.
Wait, plus proficiency, did you say, or is that
Plus
just
your
for?
plus your attack. Well, so it should be plus your proficiency plus your dexterity.
Yeah, I would assume so. In the kind of blurb, it only specifies proficiency, but yeah, I would assume you're also adding your dex to that because it is a ranged weapon.
Well, yeah, because we have like right underneath everything, I have like the regular attack damage for it. So
Yeah,
yeah. Except from spell attack.
So that'd be 15 plus 3 then. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that definitely hits. So you rolled 3, so that means you get to roll 3 of your damage die, which is 1d10.
So
Wow.
3d10, nice.
Are you is this into one person or just one bullet for each person?
So the way hordes work, I believe, from like what I've observed from how other games do it, if you're not using a oh wait, I just realized there's a little bonus thing with the light machine gun. But to answer the first question, I believe from what I've observed, when dealing with hordes, like I said, when they kind of group together, they are generally stronger, but some stats, because they're kind of averaging together, end up going down. This is usually their HP. So basically the idea is like if you're just doing like single attacks, it's like taking one guy down at a time in this whole horde.
Okay.
But
But with
I
like a
just
machine gun, it's like suppressive fire, right? So it's not 3 bullets; it's like 3 bursts. Kind of. It's
yeah,
just a little
and
bit
then
more.
yeah, that's what led me to because like I wanted to double check, and yeah, I just realized the machine gun has a special where when you reduce a target to 0 HP, uh, oh wait, no, that doesn't apply to hordes. Never mind. I thought it did. I was like, if you reduce a target to 0 HP, then a target within 10 feet takes the remaining damage.
Wow,
But
that's pretty
it
cool.
doesn't say it applies to hordes. So I guess if you one shot the horde, then that will apply. But that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, deal 30 damage. Roll the 3d10 and get 10 every time. You can do it. It's not that hard.
I rolled an 18 though, so
18.
yeah.
It's respectable.
Oh my god, you
What?
actually one shot the horde.
Nice.
Not to the point where you had to deal remaining damage to the next target. It took all your damage, but you did just you see Viper kind of like stumble back, and then you're like, I got this, and then you just and they all just go down.
While he does that, I give him the death glare, and I'm like, I could have handled it.
I don't think your stick could have handled it. You sure you could have had a gun as well?
He just goes, "Hey, you should get one of these."
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like you're kind of out of your depth here. I mean, like we just came in with like guns, to fight these guys, and you came in with like a stick. You're like you try to hit them with.
I just
We're gonna
kind
be the
of
death of Viper.
I just kind of like put my hands together and just trying so hard not to bash you both in the head.
It probably doesn't make you feel better that, like, technically Belle also has a stick for a weapon, but it has like a pretty ribbon on it. And she doesn't even use it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
So that's us. So does that go to them in the initiative now?
yeah, now we get to introduce initiative into the equation. In which case, the one of the hordes from the circle, you see one of them kind of like turn around and look at you. See, 3 of their men have been gunned down. Man in charge is looking pretty bad. They look like they're about to intervene, but the one in charge, he points back and goes like, "No, finish the ritual."
See, this was the bad thing that I did not want to happen.
Yeah. So instead of doing something, the horde turns back around, kind of mindlessly, and just goes back to their chanting. And you see the circle glow brighter. And then with that, it goes back to Sterling's turn.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, obviously, Princess
Don't.
Glitterbro can handle the hordes pretty easy, so I'm gonna go back to the leader after doing that double load. I'm just gonna give him, I think that was the wrong move to say, "Don't attack me." Yeah. Wrong move, Gramps. Right. And
He did roll like
Sterling Eclipse bullying grandpas.
Yeah, hypothetically, that 3-man horde would have gone before the circle horde, but we know what happened to them.
yeah. 19 total to hit with all 4 shots.
Wow.
Okay, well, I feel underqualified.
Yeah, that works.
Well, I mean, it's 4d8, so I mean, I can do pretty good. I also, I have the most boring combat form. It's the one that gives me +1 to weapon attack. So
What is it?
Oh, that's right.
Constellion? Constellation?
It's called adaptation. Yeah, it's the just one that gives me +1 to attack instead of like to defense or
Yeah, I
anything
believe
cool.
constellation refers to like magic attack specifically.
Yeah, that's for the magic one. I just have it for weapon.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me roll for le damage. That's lower. That's higher. It's 7. It's 10. 15 damage.
All
Bam,
right.
bam, 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 bam. Another tactical reload.
This strategy is going to be very inconvenient when you need a bonus action.
Yeah. Currently, I don't have any other bonus action abilities, so I might as well.
Yeah. So you're good for now.
What about my bonus actions?
Well, I don't know. Maybe hit them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't need the sass here.
All right. Does Grandpa go down? Can I tell if I've done substantial damage to him?
You definitely have done substantial damage.
You
I'm
have
just double
murdered a grandpa in cold blood.
Yeah, I will say,
You
your
did?
soul weapons do not. They do
Yeah,
not.
they're-
They have the ability to, murder outsiders, but they
don't
they
kill
do
people.
damage to humans, but they do not kill people. No, and they do not
Dang.
cause like damage to like
That sucks.
buildings and such.
Wow, you wanted me to kill a grandpa? Wow.
I mean, obviously he's the leader of this cult, summoning Satan
I
with
mean,
a gun.
you could always
So
like grab a not soul weapon. You could grab a knife and just do it if you really want to.
Get a regular gun, you know?
Eclipse
That's why
is
I always
dark.
carry. That's why I always carry a real gun as well.
The battle could have ended
Eclipse's
if you just
corruption
used
arc
that.
becomes a serial killer.
No, what I do is I have them look identical, and so I never know which one is which.
No!
It's like a gamble!
Avery,
Yeah.
no!
Are you
Russian
willing to gamble?
roulette.
Which one do you want? The right hand or the left?
Right?
What's the difference?
Is neither
Can
an
you
option?
imagine? It's like the end of their Magi-Knight journey, and he only shares that information after the fact, and everyone's just like,
One
"Bro,
of my guns was real the whole time.
yeah."
Really, though, I never had a soul weapon. It was an actual gun. They're just like, oh, what?
I just went to a
Oh,
Walmart
no.
and bought a gun, guys. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, sorry, I was just double checking something here real quick.
It's Viper's turn then, right?
Huh?
Viper's turn.
In the initiative, yes, it's just like I said, there might be something to happen.
Oh, okay.
Double check.
Wow.
Because yes, he does go down.
It does go down. Nice. Okay, I actually downed him. I should hope that's 4 mags.
Dang, humans are tough.
Like, why?
Humans are
won't
tough
you
in the 90s.
die?
Jeez.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you just lay into him again. Do you say anything cool before you do it for the second time?
Oh no, I don't need to say any. Or maybe I'll be like, sorry, but this flame is extinguished, and then he'll blow out magical smoke off of one of his guns once he goes down.
Yeah. So yeah, you lay into this guy again, like bam, 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 and he falls like to his knees on the ground, and he starts to sort of say these incomprehensible, like a similar type of chanting to the cultist, but like not like a summoning spell of some sort. Like you can tell it's kind of in the same language, but he lets out like a string of some sort of chant, and
Is it something not good? You know,
yeah,
we
and
kind of want unconscious people to not be talking in demon tongue. That's not ideal.
Yeah.
and yeah, as he's saying these words, uh, you guys are all like kind of like in shot, like in earshot, to hear it. So I'm gonna have you all make a purity roll.
Uh-oh. Good thing I have proficiency in purity, because I'm a Boy Scout. Or Girl Scout, I guess, technically. Doesn't matter.
That's a D20 plus purity roll. Damn, rolling well. All right.
That's an
20.
18.
I
Okay,
got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
God, I got a 6. So.
okay.
Oh no.
Sterling got a 21.
All right.
18.
So yeah, Lynn and Rust, as your characters hear this chant, you don't know why, but you're suddenly filled with this dread, this despair. And I'm gonna have you both take 2 stress points.
Uh-oh. Sucks
said
to
2?
suck.
Yes. Um. So, uh, from this point on, since you have 2 stress points, now whenever you make a mental skill check, uh, you're going to have to roll a d6. And if you're able to beat the DC, and the DC is just how many stress points you have. So if you beat the DC, you make the check as normal. But if you don't beat the DC, then you're going to use a -2 to whatever mental skill check that is.
Yikes.
But yeah, that's how stress works. And then exhaustion's kind of the opposite, where it only applies to like physical skill checks.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, and then as he finishes this sort of chant, he is knocked out. Next up is Viper now.
Hehe, it's me.
It's you.
Um.
You just got showed up by 2 guns. What are you gonna do?
Considering that the horde I was attacking is pretty much gone, I'm gonna try and disrupt the cult people finishing the spell. Actually,
Okay.
before I do that, I'm gonna use that transformation spell.
Okay.
Where my soul weapon damage becomes better. Woo.
Okay. I will
how-
say, actually, let me double check if this applies to transformation. I know there's a function where you can hasten a spell, meaning you get to cast it as a bonus action, but it will require more MP, and then I think depending on the spell, it could have a different effect. But I just
Okay.
need to double check if you can hasten a
Yeah,
transformation.
that would be good to know.
Yeah. And then yeah, like I said, you got Belle on support back there too, so you can also like kind of call her to do something.
I don't know, her stress is at 2, so I don't know how helpful she will be.
He's already having a mental breakdown.
Yeah,
Literally has just been standing there
contributed.
whole time, which guaranteed is, or granted is like 6 seconds, but like been standing there for like the whole time doing nothing, and then just got instantly stressed out of her mind.
Yeah. Or at least she doesn't run away.
I mean, not doing nothing is kind of running away, isn't it? Or doing nothing
Yeah,
is kind of
I mean,
running away.
It's
Well, she
more so
could do
she's like
something,
frozen in
guys.
fear. So.
Yeah, she could do something if you call to action. But then,
Would
like, no one's taken damage yet either, so before that, she couldn't even.
Would that take take an action to call her to come here, or is that just a?
I believe that's a action. I don't remember which one it said off the top of my head. I'm already looking for.
Yeah, no, you're good. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round.
Yeah, someone call me into battle to help. I will use my skills with my 2 stress points. I will find the weak points, maybe, of this ritual circle.
Maybe. Emphasis on
Maybe.
maybe.
As long as I don't roll a nat 1 again, right?
Okay. Unfortunately, transformation cannot be a rush spell. That's what it's called.
That's okay. I'm gonna do that anyway, and is calling her a bonus action, because then I'll do transformation and then call
Yeah,
her as a bonus action
yeah, I'm checking that next.
to come help.
Okay, so
That would be a good.
call.
Just yell help.
What was your name? A butterfly?
Buttersky. Buttersky.
Buttersky? I say Buttersky,
I mean,
come on! Get in here!
I would love this bit if we could just change her name like every time.
I was gonna say, like, she just gets so flustered that every time she like calls herself something, it's different every time, but it just rhymes. So today is Buttersky, tomorrow will be Butterfly. Tomorrow,
Butterfly,
actually it would be like
Buttertie,
Stutterby.
Buttersky.
Yeah, and everyone just does not know what her actual Magi-Knight name is, and she doesn't either.
um, I don't see it specified here. It might be somewhere else, but it's kind of weird that it's not specified here.
Well, time to make her own house rules.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to look for it like another time. I guess for now,
I feel like it makes sense if it would be a bonus action, because all you're doing is
yeah,
calling
because you
someone
have to like
over.
say it.
Yeah, that's like a main. And it's like what?
Yeah, so I'm
Spend
gonna
all the time that Buttersky.
I'm gonna cast that and then call her over. How much MP does it use?
MP. Spells usually take the same MP. It's more about which tiers you cast them at.
Okay.
Right now, you all only have access to tier 1, so it's going to be 3.
Wow. Okay, cool. That's a good thing. I do that. Holding my
Okay.
stupid stick, I'm like, I hate you, but you're gonna be good at it right now.
What is I will ask, since it's a transformation spell, what transforms? Like, do you transform? Does the weapon transform? And then, like, what does it kind of like transform into?
I changed my truncheon into an actual snake. No. I think like maybe I feel like it'd be cool if the weapon itself transforms, but I don't know how much to I feel like maybe like a little dagger or like a little sword or something would be nice. Or just something, or maybe it just becomes like clear through and glittery. I don't know. Something I think
It's
a
like
dagger would
the
make sense.
Doom transformations. It's only like minuscule modifications.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying like the way you worded it. I just thought was kind of funny. It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid watching that show, half the time I didn't even notice like when like their outfits were different, like when they used different transformations. Like I just thought they were just saying a different thing for like no reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, probably like a dagger, considering it gives a lot more damage.
Yeah.
You know, something that looks more hurty.
More
That's
edgy. Sterling
or
approved.
edgy. It just transforms into a gun. First time I've used the spell, and my anger and jealousy and envy has transformed it into just a gun. But I still just whack people with it. But yeah. So I do that, and then call her over, finally. Took her long enough.
Yeah, call for assistance. So with your turn now, Lynn, you have a few options. There's you can cast a spell, or I don't imagine we'll be using. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess unless you want to. So yeah, specifically a support action. You can Sorry, I'm just double checking stuff again because I haven't read this section too many times.
Yeah.
So support actions are based on your skills, and
What
then
are
huh?
what? Oh, my skills. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and
Am I
then
just rolling skill checks or?
well, that's what I'm saying. You have a few options here. You can do a support action, which would be a sort of skill check. You could just cast a spell, or you could do an assist action, which would be making some sort of weapon attack. What these specifically do will vary depending on what you're doing. But yeah, I don't want to bombard you with too much with at first. So those are your three basic options: a support action, a spell, or an assist action. So like a weapon attack, cast a spell, or do a skill check.
How far away are these people? I guess there's 3 people left now.
Everyone you don't really have to worry about range in the support role. You can just kind of help out in the battle. You'll be fine. So you don't have to worry about that. But yes, right now the only people left are the 2 hordes in the magic circle performing the march.
I guess she could. She doesn't like how the magic circle is getting brighter, so she probably wants to try to disrupt it. Is there can she investigate to see if there's a weak point to it where we can target one specific person?
Yeah. So for support actions, which is what this would be, it says you have to be proficient in the skill to do
Okay.
the specific one. So are you proficient in investigation?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. So
Wait, no,
then
no. Proficient means that
you add your proficiency bonus to it.
that's the one where we on the actual thingy, you put the dot beside it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you fill the little diamond.
Mm, no, not investigation. She has
Okay.
coordination and stealth.
Coordination
And
and stealth.
yeah.
Oh, and what else?
Hmm?
And what else?
Acrobatics. Purity. These are not gonna help her.
And there's an option for every skill on there. Just tell me which ones you're proficient in, and I can tell you what ones do.
Academic arts, acrobatics, coordination, medicine, purity, and stealth.
Okay, so I'll start with purity. So if you use purity, you'll do a move called Restore Soul. Make a purity check, DC 14. Upon success, you restore a number of MP to your target equal to your Magi-Knight level plus reputation. So that will just heal someone's MP. Although right now Viper is the only one that's used a spell right now, but yeah, maybe she wants those points back. The other one, so yeah, one's like academics, arts, coordination, stealth. Those would apply under the generic one, which is brace for impact. And the next time your target would be dealt 1 damage, you reduce the damage taken to 0.
Ooh.
That's a minimum of 1 damage, I think. Maybe.
Like, do I
Kind
absorb
of
the
works
damage?
weirdly now that I'm looking at it. The next time, your target would be dealt 1 damage. I assume that's minimum, but usually they say minimum, so it might literally be 1 damage.
Okay.
That one's kind of weird. And then yeah, what were the other ones?
The other ones were medicine.
Medicine, okay. Um Okay, so medicine is the same as the purity one, except instead of restoring MP, it will restore HP.
I don't think I got hurt yet, right?
Yeah, no one has gotten hurt yet. Unless you want to heal the guy that just got laid into like 20 times.
No.
Is that everything?
Yeah, because I think the other one were just the general ones that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Mm,
And then yeah, again, you could also just cast a spell or do a weapon attack. And like I said, you don't have to worry about being in range, because as a support role, you can just kind of...
Okay. I guess I will just attack.
Okay, so for an assist action, you have 3 options. You can paint a target, meaning you make a weapon attack against a target of your choice, and if you succeed, you'll deal half damage, and the target is now a marked target. Attacking a marked target grants +5 to the next attack made against them. After which the marked target effect will be removed.
Ooh.
Next one is remote overcharge. You choose a squad mate, and their next spell is automatically overcharged, which means it has double the effect. And you can do this without imposing an exhaustion point. And then the third one is covering fire. You make a weapon attack against a horde or another target. If you succeed, the squad mate who called for assistance may take an immediate move without provoking.
That sounds pretty good.
It does. So you said that third action, could you repeat that third action again?
You make a weapon attack against a horde or another target. If you succeed, the squad mate who called for assistance may take an immediate move without provoking.
Oh, that
So
is
Viper
good.
would be able to move, but like they're not like getting their turn back.
Hmm. Okay. Well, Viper wouldn't be able to attack though. Just move.
No, it's only a move action.
Oh, okay.
That's not as good.
Yeah, I'm just like, darn, it's not like an action. Okay, I guess I will. The first one was if I attack the target and it hits, then they're marked, you said?
Yes, and then the next attack will be +5.
That's
hit.
pretty, I guess. I guess I'll do that.
All right. So you attack one of the hordes.
Yeah, I will probably attack one of the hordes.
Yeah. So can you make a roll to hit for me?
Okay, that's rolling my d20.
Yeah, plus your proficiency plus your dexterity.
Okay. 22.
22. Okay, yeah, that hits. So now you can roll for damage, and they'll take half.
Okay, so that is a. I'm sure I had to roll. I rolled the wrong die. Give me 1 second. I did 2 damage.
Okay. So yeah, how does this kind of scene look? Because you just took 2 stress points from whatever spell the cult leader left behind. And then yeah, Viper just kind of goes like, "Hey, you could use some help."
Come here,
Okay,
please.
so like she just like stands out super pin straight because she's like, oh my god, I have to help them now. So then she like runs towards them, and then she's like, okay, I guess I have to attack. And she takes out her little baton ribbon thing, like think of like a gymnastics ribbon kind of thing.
Right.
Mhm.
And then she's like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And then she like slightly trips. So then she actually like moves forward, and like it's not the ribbon, so like the ribbon, like if it touches someone, like it's almost like more like little ice shards so that it actually hits. But like the ribbon doesn't hit anyone. It's actually the baton that they like knock on someone's head instead. So they take 2 damage in the horde.
You just lightly tap someone a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like kind of like zonk them on the head of it.
Yeah, I just I like look back and I just clap a little bit. I'm like, good job, you did it.
At least she hit the target, right?
Okay.
I love this contrast of like, 2 of your teammates take down like 2 guys single-handedly, and you're like,
Okay.
ugh. But then like Lynn's character just lightly taps them on the back, and you're like, yeah.
I don't need this
Yeah.
slander, okay?
Listen,
Oh, I'm saying
she's
I
just
love this.
upset.
I love like this.
I had
attitude.
one bad
She's trying
roll.
her best, and it shows.
Mm. But yeah, so yeah, it doesn't seem to like affect them too much, but the sort of this sort of horde just kind of it does like have them all like kind of take notice of you, and so the horde that's in like the centermost of the circle is still chanting, but it seems like the horde kind of surrounding like the outer part of the circle, they kind of like their eyes are like on like your kind of group now, while like the innermost one is still staying focused. So, but next up in the initiative is Princess Glitterbro again.
We get another horde.
Yay.
Explosion time. Let's
It's
go.
boom boom time.
Boom boom, the horde that I marked.
Yeah. So the cool thing about explosion is, technically speaking, explosion cannot miss, but it can be off target. So instead of having to beat the horde's specific armor class, all you have to do is roll a 15 or above, and it will be on target. If it's off target, they only take like half damage. But thanks to Lynn marking the target, you have a +5 when you make the roll to attack.
So you
So
just have
Oh.
nice. So yeah. Okay.
Wow. You did a
So
good
it's your
job, Lynn.
so it's the
Yeah,
d20 plus your spell attack plus the +5 in that case.
yep.
Okay, wait, hold on. Slow down. Say that again.
So a
Okay.
d20
Mm-hmm.
plus your spell attack, which should be below
On the
your
second
regular
page,
attack
yep.
on the second page,
Okay.
and then +5 because they're marked.
Alright, let me see what my spell attack
Okay,
is.
so roll your d20 first.
Okay, oh, shit, sorry. Wait, d20. Okay, 12. And then
So
what the
you hit because your spell attack isn't a negative, and you get an automatic +5, so it's a 17, which is more than a 15.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now you can roll for damage, and you can expect them to take full damage.
Okay, so for damage, I just roll a d10, right? Or is this something different?
Don't you
It
add
should
attack?
be on your
Yeah,
imaginary sheet. It should be written there under where you put explosion. I believe it's a D12,
And d12.
and then you
Awesome.
can add your magic modifier to that.
Okay. Sorry, this sheet's kind of confusing.
No, it's okay.
Where the hell's the magic modifier?
It should be the 3 potion bottles on your Magi-Knight sheet.
Okay. Is that the spell attack?
explosion dice, intensity 1d12. Yeah. The only difference is that if you roll a 1, it's a 3 instead.
Okay, it's a 3. And then, no, my magic. Oh, you see, Lungen's spell attack. Is it spell attack, or am I just being stupid?
Um,
It's spell attack. It should be called spell attack on
Yeah.
the document.
Okay.
It should
yeah,
look. The number should be in like a potion bottle.
Yeah, okay. I thought the word confused me for a second. It's fine.
no,
Okay,
understandable.
7.
So 7 damage total to the horde.
Okay. Um, so yeah, you how does your explosion spell like look? Does it come out of your gun, or do you cast it with some other means?
Hmm. That I feel like there's like some like kind of like nice roundish cartoonish bunnies that like kind of like pop out of his gun, and
Okay.
they like go on the ground, and it like takes like like a second, and then it's boom. They go boom.
Okay. Um. Okay. So yeah. With this explosion spell, you attack the same horde that um your squad mate went out to attack, and you manage to yes, the horde does get caught in the explosion, and you do manage to take uh 2 of them out.
Let's go.
So now
I've
there's only
done
2 people.
nothing.
Um. So now, uh, the people in the innermost circle, um, they continue to again chant this summoning spell, and in this turn, they are able to, as they chant, the circle begins to glow a bright, like purple, and this like weird mist sort of seems to like appear, and there's a sort of flash, and now it seems that the summoning was a success, as you see these weird, they almost look like some sort of like rats, but they look much more like alien. Uh, they're like it almost looks like they're made out of this weird like purple, like black, like ooze sort of like substance. Uh, and yeah, a horde of these vermin are now here in the circle.
That's no good.
Ruh-roh.
That
Uh,
does not look good.
so now it is the second horde's turn. The horde that there's only two of them in now, and they are going to try and run up towards. They're gonna try and run up towards Viper, and they are going to try to restrain her.
I've done
Uh,
nothing. And I'm the first one to get attacked, of course.
Out
It's
of
because
all
you're
of
it's because you're seen as not a threat, so they think they can actually restrain you.
Little did they
Yeah.
know.
Also,
I don't
you're the
know.
closest one, so
I know.
like running past someone to strangle someone else, like that's not very efficient.
No, it's not.
Okay, so you're going to make a uh oh no, I guess I roll for them rather to see if they hit. I see. Okay. So I'm gonna roll a d20. And that's a nat 20. So yeah,
Oh no! This is a major L for Casper right now.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think Casper's ego is ever gonna recover.
It's okay. I'll be the new team leader.
No! I literally made this character! Oh my gosh! How could my first session go so horribly 2 times?
You were
I have
supposed to be
so
the
bad
leader.
Is that yeah, that's so the first campaign we did I had terrible rolls. And then this one I had terrible rolls.
I mean, you were doing pretty good in the Marby one until you got poisoned.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
barely.
that was Marvy's bad. That had to
There
do
was
with
a
Monroe. That wasn't really.
campaign.
I just
But yeah, on your turn, you will be able to, you know, try and be unrestrained. You can escape. Until then, though, it's now Sterling's turn.
All right. So there is the thing that's being summoned is still like smoke, or it's not like something that can attack, right?
uh, sorry, just double checking. It is like kind of like summoned at this point.
Oh, it is a thing. It is like enough of a thing now.
Yes.
Okay. What does it look like more specifically?
It looks like a horde of like these like weird like vermin like looking creatures. Like
rats.
All right.
there's no like picture, so like there's no way for me to like totally
But,
describe it.
but like magical vermin, I can think of that. Like a
Yeah,
bunch of
like
like purple
weird
glowing rats that are all. I don't
yeah,
know.
alien rats or something.
Okay.
Cthulhu, one might say.
All right. I'll shoot the rats. I mean,
Alright.
it's less effective against a horde, but I might as well. Let's go for it, I guess. 8, 3, it's 12. 12. Oh, no, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11
I
plus
can't
7.
believe it.
18.
I will never
18 plus
recover
5.
from this.
All right, so 23 for all 4 shots. Assuming.
Okay,
Hit.
I will say, sorry, I will say this, Quinn. If it makes you feel any better, my first time playing against a boss using this system, I got restrained until I got knocked out, and I couldn't do anything the entire boss fight.
So hopefully it's
like,
not as bad as that. These are the things that are restraining Viper, right? Like so.
no, it's the 2 remaining
Oh, those.
and the horde that kind of went up and like grabbed Viper.
I came here to have a good time, and
Okay,
honestly, I'm
all
feeling
right. So
so
it's only the
attacked
2 of
right
them.
now.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah, there's 2
would
in
it
that
would it
horde,
hurt your
and then
ego
there's
more
still
if Sterling rescued you? If Sterling took out these 2?
It probably hurt
That
her ego more, yeah.
okay. Well, then in that case, that's what Sterling would do. All right, because it helps the utility of the team, and technically on a meta level, there's only 2 of them left, so it counts as a smaller horde, right? Kazi?
uh yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So
So yeah, then I'll just do my 4 attacks against those 2 basically. So it was 20 it was 20 23 total, I think.
mm, yeah, that's gonna hit for sure. I will
Okay.
also say normally what I do is I'll have like an enemy attack whoever last attacked them. But since Lynn's character is in a support role, they can't do that. So in my mind, I was like, okay, so they would probably do
You don't
whoever's
need to
closest.
justify yourself. It's totally fine. I just
No, like I'm not. I'm not trying to be like like I'm just like I'm just bringing up like how I think when it comes to these
no, yeah.
things.
I would have done the
All
same.
right. 15 damage to the 2 of
Alright,
them that
yeah,
have
50
crawled.
damage. So yeah,
Bam,
they
bam,
kind of
bam. I
like
try to
run
shoot
up.
them off.
Yeah, they kind of like go and run out, maybe in some way to kind of like nullify like the competition, or maybe in a state of panic, but they run up and just kind of like grab Viper. But as they do, you just hear another like pow, 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 and they just go down.
And as you turn around, you see another tactical reload.
Does he say it out loud every time?
No, but he doesn't say tactical reload, but you could swear, like, they're magical guns, so you're not sure how they're reloading, but you can almost swear that he's making the sound going like there's probably some mechanical sound of the guns reloading, but he's definitely making the reload sound with his mouth. But not audibly enough for you to call him on it. You can't be quite certain.
Yeah, you need
She
like
now
an insight.
has the frown that's melting it out of her face.
Yeah, it's an insight check with like the DC of like 35. You have to be that sure. But yeah, with that, yeah, it is now Viper's turn again.
Finally. No, okay. Okay, so now I have
Once you
my
cast a spell on that big glowing swarm of creatures.
No, I am going to so there's nothing else minus the goop, right?
There's still like the horde of like the people that were in the like inner part of the circle that summoned it. But it's
Okay.
just that horde and then the vermin horde. That's all that's left.
What's the closest to me?
I would say that the human horde is still like surrounding them in the circle. So I'd say by technicality, the
I'm going for them.
okay.
I'm filled with rage and anger. I'm like mom stomping.
All right.
Come on.
What?
That's a 10 to attack.
Do you have like an inspiration or?
Oh wait, I can add intelligence to my attack. Haha! That's what that spell was for. That's a 12 to attack.
Okay.
It's still not. Wait, I do have inspiration. I think maybe.
You said you got a 12 with that though.
Yeah.
So that's gonna hit. So
Okay. Finally.
like that just
It's fine.
So yeah, now you can roll for damage.
Yes. I need to get. That is a 9 for damage.
9. Okay. So yeah, you are mom raging right now. You were like, I cannot believe that I've been put around this whole time. You run up to this horde and you just like with like a swift sort of, I guess like you like Or you said you have a dagger now, so like with like a couple quick slices, like, and
Yeah.
with that, two members of the horde go down.
Yay!
It is now Glitter Bro's turn again.
All right, take him out.
Alright, taking the like rat thingies out, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
those things probably are more dangerous considering that's what they summoned. I don't think the leftover business people are as.
Wait, so are the rat things aren't considered a horde, right?
Yes, they are
Yeah.
considered a horde.
Oh, they are. Okay. Can I cast another explosion spell or?
You sure can.
Okay, let me do that. So that's okay. Spell cast. Oh my goodness, I'm on the wrong thing. My thing is a mess. Sorry, I am struggling.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so that's that. That is okay. 13 for the 2 attack thingy.
Okay. So this is gonna be off target, so you can still roll damage. However, the vermin are only gonna take half of it.
Okay. Let's see. Where is the plus? That's 15.
15. Okay. So rounded down, that's gonna be 7, I believe. Yeah. Um. So yeah, your next, the next spell you cast, the little bouncy rabbit, it rolls a little too far away from the circle, but when it explodes, it does still manage to take out 2 of the vermin in the horde.
Let's
Um,
go.
so we have 2 vermins and 2 people left. Um, Going up first is the vermin. Um, and yeah, they're going to kind of scatter forward, and they are going to they kind of like skitter their way towards Glitter Bro, and they are going to
No.
attempt an attack. Doo-doo-doo. That is a 2. So
The dice have things against me.
so yeah, they kind of go to skitter forward, but I don't know, maybe Dude Bro's just too buff to let mere vermin harm him. uh so then it will go back up to the horde's turn now, and yeah, now that you're directly engaging with them, Viper, they are also going to attempt an attack against you. That's a nat 20.
No.
For me?
Yes.
I will never forget this. You'll rule the day. How much do
Quinn
I?
will remember this.
Oh, the dice have something against you.
My dice have something against me. And these were the pretty ones. They were doing so well.
Well, think about that's where you were wrong. You didn't judge them by the state of their character. You judged them by how attractive they are externally, and that's remember, it's what's inside that counts.
Okay, how much damage do I take?
Yeah, I'm just looking right now. The stat block for this horde is kind of cut in half, so it's a little difficult to read. So bear with me.
You're fine.
Yeah, so you instantly die. Roll a new character.
Your funeral will be held the next week.
And you gotta remember, you guys, she's been doing this for like 2 years. And this is your guys' first day, and this is your first impression of her. And she's.
You're going to take 7 damage. As they
Ooh, that's
sort
a
of
lot.
Yeah, I think I said this before, but in Magi-Knights you're kind of expected to take a lot of damage because of the soul crystal system, the
Right.
crystal fractures.
Yeah, because you like each time you go below, you go up to max, and then you get a fracture, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot for D&D, but for Magi-Knights it's like that's pretty average, I'd say. But yeah, you'll just take 7 damage from that.
It
As
wasn't
they
that
sort
bad.
of they sort of like put their hands together and this weird like spectral flame sort of flares up and they just shoot it towards like pretty much point blank really, since you like went up to melee them with your daggers, and so you just kind of take this flame directly, and yeah, you take 7 damage.
I'm still kicking.
Yeah. So now it is Sterling's turn. Like I said, we got 2 vermins and 2 humans left.
All right. I'll go towards the I'll shoot at the vermin now. Might as well go for that, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Let's go 7. Okay, there goes a good roll. 17. Nice. Okay. 21 to hit. I assume
Yep.
hits them.
Next session, I'm gonna get the amazing rolls, and Avery's gonna get some bad rolls.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot easier because when you roll 4d8, getting a high is not that hard. The average roll of each of those is 4, which means my average roll in total, if I'm firing all the shots, is what, 12? That's pretty good. Plus my attack. That means my average roll for firing all 4 shots is a 17.
Yikes.
Yeah. 4. Okay, 1, 3, it's 4, 8, 2. So 10 damages. Or however it's reduced.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you fire another couple of shots. Pew, 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 pew. You manage to take down one of the vermin. However, the last one still remains. A couple of your shots kind of like missed. They are kind of small targets.
Yeah,
so
I feel it's hard to shoot a bunch of rats running around on the ground. So you know,
yeah,
hey, hey, you know what? We all make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Everyone here, we all make mistakes. Especially our leader. The flawed of us are the best of us are the most flawed here. And obviously, with how things are going, Viper must seriously be the best one ever.
Oh, I imagine in this campaign there's gonna be one where you're all dead and I'm like the one thing and I'm like, see who's the worst now.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe just like maybe she just kind of let the thought like take over her mind. It's like, oh, I gotta show off, and then that's where your error. You're trying to show off too much.
Maybe.
But yeah, so yeah, next up is Viper again.
Okay, so I'm just gonna whack the people who just shot fire at me.
Yep. Fair enough.
You know what? I'm gonna use a new dice set because I believe in cursed dices. If I get like a nat 20 from this roll, I'm never using that dice set again.
Personally, I've always thought of cursed dice as like the Peter Pan fairy thing, where if you believe the cursed dice is real, that it's just real. But if you don't believe it's real, then it's just not real.
Well, today makes me believe it. Oh no, I dropped me dice. Oh yeah, so it's just today.
Oh god.
I have that's a it's 11 to hit. I can use
11.
inspiration, I guess.
Have you? Do you remember if you used your fake card bond when we played our first session? I don't think you did, but I'm just
No, I didn't know how to
Okay.
use that.
basically once per in-game day you can add 1d4 to.
Might as well, you know? Can't get much worse.
Yeah,
I
again,
got-
the human horde armor class is 12, so you just need one more, really.
Yeah, so that's a 14, I think it was 11, so 4 plus 3 is 14. So, yay,
Yep.
I can hit now. Finally.
Yes.
I
I mean, you hit them last time. You took 2 of them down with a dagger. That's pretty good.
That's a 6.
6? Okay, yeah, you're able to take another slash at them with that dagger, and you do take one of them down. There is still one remaining.
Yay.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, I just realized Quinn took damage, so we could have had Butter take some of that if she wanted. Oops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oops.
We're learning.
Buttersky was probably too frozen in fear anyway.
Yeah, your
She's still
support, and you
recovering
were
from
ready
that.
to jump into it, but you decided not to because you were so paralyzed with fear.
Yeah.
She's still recovering from that fall. Like, that was very traumatic for her.
Yeah, like give her like 20 minutes.
She literally face planted in front of the enemy. Do you know how scary that is? They could have
Very
stepped on her.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, next up, in that case, is gonna be Glitterbro.
Yo. Alright, so there's one rat left, right? And then
Yeah, there's one rat and one man.
okay. I think
Sounds like a
Glitter
sitcom.
Bro here is gonna go for the glory and go for the man. The man is taking out a man is much cooler than taking out a rat, okay?
Like an
Even though it's a
alien.
magic rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you just attacking with your gun?
Yeah, I'll just attack with my gun. And so I used
Okay.
3 last time, so I have 2.
Yeah, you have 2 left.
Fuck, what do I shit, how do I roll to attack again? My notes are all mixed up.
So if you're gonna use your 2 remaining ones, that's gonna be 2d8 to roll to hit.
Oh, I have gotten the fuck. Okay, so wait, so I think it's a nat 1 because I rolled a 1, basically, and there's a 2 also. So, or
Um,
is it a 3
Wait,
in that case?
on your damage roll or your hit?
To hit.
Then it's just a 1. If you rolled the 1, then it's a nat 1. I don't know what special rules are for Magi-Knights on
it
nat 1s,
actually
though.
doesn't specify, so that's a good question.
Huh.
Oh, that's okay. That's fair. Yeah, because if it doesn't say nat 1 is auto failure, then you can still add your other modifiers.
I mean,
to
I
it.
would argue 2 nat 1s would be a failure, because that's like the worst you can do, which is what a nat 1's supposed to be, anyways. Like, even if you have a +4 modifier in something, if you roll a 1, that's the worst you could do. So I think theoretically, in this case, if you roll 2 1s, that would be nat 1. Since it's just the 1, I think I would count it for, like, you said it was like a 1 and a 2?
Yeah.
A 3? Okay, so yeah. It's not gonna hit anyways. I don't think you have inspiration.
I didn't
So
believe
yeah,
so.
you just kind of like get her fired up, and then you just start going like, but like you kind of do that thing in cartoons where you basically just shoot a silhouette like around him, and you don't actually shoot him.
He got a little cocky, okay?
Yeah, seeing how I failed so badly.
Yeah, he
Uh,
just got a little cocky. He'll get him next time. Don't worry about it, bud.
yeah, and yeah, now it will be the rat's turn. Um, and now the one remaining rat is gonna skitter towards you, Sterling. It's gonna try to attack. Does a 16 hit
For me?
for Sterling?
Oh, 16. Right, the rats are attacking Sterling?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Well, he has an AC of 16.
Okay.
But actually, sorry, this is important. If I'm attacked by an enemy within my range, as a reaction, I can pause their attack and I can make it a weapon attack against them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot him
All right.
and see if I can kill him before his attack does anything to me. So here's one thing that's not specified though. It says make a weapon attack. Does that mean I can only use one ammo, or can I still use all four?
I would assume that. Uh, hmm. That's also a good question,
I'm
huh?
just asking because as far as like, do you know if like using more than one ammo makes it like a full round action? Because we haven't been moving, but
I'm gonna say,
or if because it's still just a
since
regular attack.
I would say since certain guns have um since certain guns seem to have like rules for like um depending on like how much like using a full thing of ammo, uh I'm just gonna assume that like you can use all of the ammo and count that as like one attack.
Okay, so that's one weapon attack. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so then I will see if I can kill him before I use my chronomancy. This is, by the way, all this epic stuff. This is my chronomancy stuff. Since
Yeah, yeah.
13, all right, 25. I'm assuming that
Alright.
hits.
Yep. It is
Let's go.
one rat.
It's one rat. Nice. One. 12 damage.
Okay, yeah, you for you just time just kind of pauses around you. Um almost kind of like an instinct. You just kind of like do it, and just like as this rat just kind of runs towards you and it like leaps out like towards your face and then time just kind of slows down and you just take out your pistols and just you aim the Glock like straight into the rat's face and then you just and it
Nice.
just yeah it's it just kind of explodes into this weird spectral whatever ooze stuff it was made out of.
Spectral ooze. Nice. No
Yeah.
damage taken. No scratches so far. Nice.
Uh-huh.
um,
Oh, that's so good.
Sterling is gonna get snarked for the rest of this. That's for sure.
um with that it is now going to be uh the remaining man's turn and
Bro.
seeing how like literally everyone has been knocked out and nearly getting like even if all the shots missed he did nearly get loaded into by a giant machine gun. uh so he's now gonna make probably a foolish attempt to try and run away,
Not
just
on my watch.
or yeah, Viper, since you are literally like engaged in combat with him as he tries to run, you will get to have a opportunity
Yes,
of attack
yes,
on him.
yes. Yes. Okay. I will attack. I am gonna use the sparkly dice again because I feel it's a nat 1.
You said you had inspiration.
I do have inspiration.
You want to use it?
Yeah, is that just a reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not using that today. I believe in the heart of the cards of a different dice set.
I mean, when's the better opportunity to use it than in that one? Is what I'm wondering.
Okay, we're better.
All right. So you're not using it, just to confirm?
No, I am using it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry, I realized after I said it, I was like, that sounded kind of manipulative.
no. That's a
Okay.
16 to hit.
16. Okay, yeah, that hits. So you can
Yay.
roll damage.
As he tries to turn away, I'm just like, get over here.
Yeah, you like grab him by like the back collar of his business
Yeah.
suit, and you just.
That's 11 damage.
All right, yeah, you just grab him by the collar, do one last slash, and that does the trick. As he is then knocked out and falls to the floor.
Yay.
And
I just like stand
there.
over his body and go just full of rage. I'm like waiting for something else to hit.
And yeah, that's your first combat encounter.
Yay!
We did it! Yay!
We did it!
I did something
Good job,
eventually.
team. Yeah.
And so with that, there's just kind of like a poof of light as you see the herald appear to you all, and he's like,
I go to
"Wow."
attack him. I'm just ready to hit everything. And he's the one who made me do this. I should have just died.
Yeah, you kind of like run up to as you run up to hit the herald, there's like you hear them go like, "Wow, that was whoa," and then they just kind of like flash like in light and like disappear again, and like it causes you to miss their swing, and then they another flash of light as they again reappear, but away from Viper. I think for that Viper's gonna have to like lose like 2 social points with the herald.
Even though I idolize him.
Yeah,
This is just
Or
beat
idolize
after
her.
beat down. Gosh.
It's just a stressful day, okay?
You're not even the one that took stress from that spell. Like,
I feel like I did.
yeah, and the herald's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. The outsiders have been defeated. You know I'm not an out. I look nothing like those things you just fought right there.
I just give a death stare.
Yeah, and she just kind of leads towards like the rest of the squadron, like, what's up with her?
I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Everyone just
Chad's like
stares.
really insensitive, so he's like, oh, she's just upset. She couldn't really get a hit on him.
I
Yes,
just
our team leader
death
did
stare.
seem to be less than capable than I thought than they proclaimed themselves to be. But it's all right. He tactical reloads his guns, even though they're fully loaded anyway. Just for the show of what he says. I picked up the slack.
I go to attack Sterling.
Oh my god.
Yes. This is what I want to do with my life.
So soul weapons also do not do damage against other Magi-Knights, but
Obviously.
like, just for the sake of table manners, I will still ask, like, is there permission to do this? Just attack another squad member?
I mean, go ahead.
He knows he's better than me anyway. I just run at him, and I'm about to attack him, and I'm go. Just breathe inside. Remember calmness.
Uh, is there any response to this? Or
No.
Actually, I think Sterling's just looking at the Herald. It's gonna be like, seems they're very stressed. I'm sure they should be the one leading the team.
the Herald kind of like throws their hands in the air and they're like, "Whoa, I never appointed anyone to a team. All I ever said was, they have a bit more experience than you do. But, everyone just kind of has their off days. I mean, I mentioned it before, but, you mortals kind of gaining this unimaginable power on top of having to near daily go against these spectral outsiders. Like, I mean, I've seen quite a few Magi-Knights in my day go pretty nuts. So it's not
Yeah.
exactly a new thing.
You told me this literally earlier today. I guess you didn't tell the rest of them, but I mean, sucks to suck.
And the Herald's like, well, what's important is not who's leading, who's calling the shots. What's important is that you work together because there's no way, even with all this power, that you would be able to do this on your own. That's the importance of me gathering all of you into one team. That being said, and the Herald kind of like points at your soul crystals, and although the outsiders have been defeated, they still seem to be glowing, not brightly, sort of kind of like that same dim glowing that was leading you to the book at the cafe. And the Herald like,
You said that the leader guy was holding a book, right?
He was holding a book. He kind of dropped it when you nailed into him 50 times.
Did I nail the book 50 times though, or is that salvageable?
I mean,
I
Or is
you
it in a
did.
puddle of blood?
I guess it's an object. It technically would not have a million bullet holes in it. But yeah, the ring does seem to be trying to lead you towards the leader who is knocked out.
That's not good.
Right. Well, I mean, he did cast a spell after I gunned him down, so that's normally not good. Usually, you get shot and then you just go unconscious. You don't get shot, cast a spell, and then go unconscious. So
Yeah.
definitely some sketchy stuff there.
Some sussy baka things. I hate that.
Oh my man! All right,
Help me.
All right.
Ban them from
I
the
think
stream,
that's it
ban
for
them from
today,
the-
guys.
I've just now
Cancelled.
Walt, you sussy buck. Hey yo, Mr. White. Okay. Would it be like a perception check to like look around, see to kind of like take our crystals and kind of see where the glow gets brighter?
Like it does seem to be like pointing you towards him. I'll just say like it can like if you're looking for something else specific on him, then I could have you roll. But if you're just looking for like where the soul crystal's leading you, like you just have to follow the crystals.
Okay, okay. I will be paying attention to the soul crystal stuff, but can I roll a perception check to look for this guy? Because these are like also business people, right? Let's see if they have a wallet,
Well,
because that cost a lot of money for that book, and I had to shell out more cash than I was comfortable with.
Okay, so you're gonna. So before, like,
Oh, so I'm getting
I'll show you the
criticized for taking some money, some cash from a wallet, but oh, Viper's fine with us trying to assault me and the Herald. Okay. Is that a perception that count as?
If you're
Or
specifically looking for a wallet, I'll call that like investigation.
investigation? Okay. It's a 20 total.
20 total. Okay, yeah. So again, like I'm gonna ask, are you like which thing are you doing first? Are you
I mean, you said
robbing
I didn't really
first?
have to pay attention to the crystal as much as it left me to him. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over, but then I'm gonna realize, oh wait, business guy. I'm gonna look for the wallet first. So
Oh wait,
So
business guy.
yeah,
Can
you
I?
do kind of
Sorry, go.
okay. So yeah, you go up to the literal piles of like unconscious people in this alley, and you start kind of like examining them, looking for some sort of wallet.
Is this like noticeable? Can I like roll to see what he's doing? See if I can tell what he's doing.
I don't know, Avery. Are you like hiding this, or are you just openly doing it?
I mean, I'm not being like super overt. Like I was trying to make it look like I was doing investigation, but like you guys were also talking slash arguing with the Herald, so that's kind of what I'm doing off on the side. So
Okay.
you know,
Yeah. I usually I rule it as if you're not specifically hiding it, then people can just see it.
sure.
But
I'm not specifically hiding it. I'm just keeping the. I'd assume that no one was paying attention.
yeah, okay. So yeah, you can just like see what he's doing then, Viper.
I just kind of like, so we're like, you know, Harold's talking about people go insane, blah blah blah, and I've heard this. I literally heard this at the what's it called, the arcade, and I was like, okay, kind of zone off, calm down a little bit more, and I see, you know, Sterling kind of walk off, and I'm like, huh? And then I see him like just like patting down all these guys.
And yeah, with this roll, he does find a wallet. So
Nice. I slick it out.
I see
Any
you
money in there?
how much? Let me roll for it. But while I do that, the Viper can go ahead with what she's about to do.
I see you pull out this wallet, and in my brain I'm like, he's not. Please, don't.
Inside the wallet, you managed to find 14 in cash.
Wow,
All right, I take it. That pays
businessman.
Miss back for the book.
I kind of I see you like pocket money.
I take the money. I take out my own wallet. I put it in that one, and then I put their wallet back.
Yeah.
I see you.
Then
I kind of just.
I will say, sorry again, really
No,
quick.
go
I
ahead.
will say, start robbing from an unconscious person. That is also going to be a corruption point on your end because that is not a very Magi-Knight thing to do.
I do discreetly
All right, I figure out they were cultists, so I mean, we did save their lives.
Okay.
But all right,
They're the
where do
ones
I
who
put
wanted
that?
to do this.
So, like, you know for sure the robed men were cultists, but again, these people don't seem to be in that same kind of robed uniform.
But
So,
wasn't that the guy? Wasn't that the guy who was pickpocketing the leader?
oh, you were doing the leader. I thought you said you were going towards the businessmen.
No, I assumed he was also like a businessman. He just also had a robe on.
No. So the leader and then the horde of three, they were all wearing like these weird like cultist robes and stuff, and then it's the rest of the people that seem to be wearing like average like everyday clothing, and they were just kind of mindlessly mumbling these chants.
Oh yeah, no. I wanted to see if the dude had a wallet. Sorry, that's
Okay.
my bad. I didn't.
Okay, yeah. So you're doing this from the leader. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Actually, in that case, I mean, he is still a human. Hmm.
What a weird, out of context thing to say. If
Yeah,
it
well,
wasn't
like
anything
that's
else.
cause like if it was towards like one of the business people, then it'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a corruption point. But I don't know if it still applies to the cultists or not. Um, like I don't know. I guess part of me is like, well, they're still like people, but then the other part of me is like, well, they're definitively evil. So I don't know if that's still or not.
Well, I also wonder how much taking $14 from some guy who's kidnapped people and is using them to summon demons is really on a morality scale. Like,
Yeah,
I understand, like, if I went up to him and I started breaking his fingers while he was unconscious, that'd be messed up, okay? Like, even if he's
yeah.
evil. I'm just trying to pocket some cash from him because I already spent cash on this investigation.
Yeah, that's you know what, that's fair. I'll throw you a bone on that one. You don't get a corruption point.
Okay.
Yeah, again, it's just weird because, like, again, there's like some things that the book specifies is like corruption worthy, but then like there's other things where like it doesn't. So I kind of have to assume in some areas.
I mean, I
But
don't
yeah,
think they really would have guessed that someone would have stolen money from a guy.
From a cultist?
So fair enough. I mean, yeah.
uh,
At the very
But-
least, I'll also be able to get the cultist's ID. I mean, that might help. I'm just saying, wallets are useful for multiple things.
Mainly for money that you can pocket. But yeah, so I see him do this, and I kind of discreetly kind of try and shuffle off and be like, "What are you doing? Did you just steal money from that guy?"
Well, it's a good thing that my bullets are all magical, because otherwise that would have cost me more money than I recovered. No, this is his payment for the book that we had to buy earlier, which you made us purchase. And this, and I hand the wallet, I guess, of the leader over to Viper. And be like, is the rest of this wallet? Hopefully we can take his ID for this. I'd assume a cultist would probably have some other connections in the rest of their life. And I guess that investigation would fall on you, the more experienced Magi-Knight. Just
I
try to
want
keep
to
your head
sock him
on
in the
straight.
face so bad. But I'm not. Composure. This is reformed Casper.
Yeah. But there's only so many times you can want to punch me in the face. Eventually you'll do it,
Yeah.
and then you'll get a corruption point. All right?
Yeah, definitely. But I just go, okay. I just take the wallet and look at if there's anything that could help with anything as I walk
Yeah.
back towards the group with the wallet.
Apparently that assumption would be incorrect, as there does not seem to be any other sort of identification in his wallet.
No
just-
other cards, nothing.
I throw it
Like,
aiming
nothing.
at
Library
his.
cards
No.
I throw it aiming at Avery's face.
at my face through the
Yes.
fourth wall. Damn, that's an impressive shot.
Okay, Sterling.
It's a DC 50.
I throw it through the fourth wall, through Discord.
Through TV screens, through multiple states of being.
Right.
No, yeah, I throw it at Sterling, directly
All right.
aiming for his face.
All right. All right, go ahead, roll for that.
Is that roll to attack? What am I rolling?
I would argue that's like a ranged attack.
Okay.
And due to the absurdity of the situation, I won't say you won't take any specific
The
corruption
one
from-
good roll I've gotten. I'm not gonna use because my spell is for magic weapon. So that is, what do you say? I have proficiency in this?
Proficiency in
instrument
wallet
ready?
throwing.
Yeah.
Then sure.
I mean, for
Why
attack
not?
roll, I guess. I mean, yeah. Okay. So I'll.
Isn't your proficiency in spellcasting in melee though?
I think so. I don't know what my proficiencies are.
I thought
Well,
the
like, I'm
proficiency was based off
saying
of like your weapon type,
you're-
right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this would technically be like a ranged attack. So I would just argue if your weapon is also ranged, then you would be able to apply your weapon proficiency
So
to that.
no.
Not weapon damage. Not damage. Just like
Yeah.
if you're rolling, you can add that.
I'm just for the. I'm just gonna not have proficient in it because I don't think she's a very throwing person.
Okay.
So that's still an 18 though.
All right.
Okay.
That will hit technically, unless I could use my chronomancy thing where I could like shoot the wallet and destroy it before it hits me. But
Can I try and
That
aim it
would be
between like in his forehead or something?
That'd be kind of incredibly extra of me. I'm not sure if Kazu would
Use
allow it. But
your limited MP to stop someone throwing a wallet at you.
I mean, yeah, again, it doesn't really specify if spells can be used outside of combat. I just kind of assume that's where you use spells, like in combat. So,
Yeah.
so I'll
I would
instead just I'll just have the wallet just hit him directly in the forehead, and it just falls down, and he's just staring at you, and then just looks down at the wallet. He just picks it back up and
No,
puts it back in the leader's
no
pocket. Yeah.
kickback or anything. It just bump.
Yeah.
I go back
Nice.
into the
No,
crypt.
after you turn around. After you turn around. Not if you're still looking. He'll say, "Nice aim," and then
Can I roll to hear that?
he wasn't whispering it. He just said it. Like
I just said it. You just said nice aim. Enough for me to
nice
hear.
aim.
I'm just
yeah.
I roll my eyes, not toward him. Just roll my eyes.
Okay. While I'm putting the wallet back in this guy, the cultist, I will now follow my Magi-Knight crystal to see if I can find what its
Finally.
main thing is glowing about.
Yeah, so you find that in the book that he was holding, you cannot understand like any of the scribblings on that book. It seems to like all be gibberish, like not like English or anything. If you had to guess, probably that same language they were all chanting in. But you do find that it has like one of those like ribbon bookmarks, and tied at the end of the ribbon is a ring. It's a gold ring. There's a purple gemstone on it with the void symbol,
Oh, that
and
is a me.
tied around the gem seems to be a string of blonde hair, which is the same hair color that the leader seems to have.
Interesting. Okay. I'll bring that to the attention of the group. This looks to be the remaining.
You're void, right, Avery?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so am I. So concerning, nonetheless.
Well, this guy was using void type magic, basically.
Maybe.
I mean, who knows?
All right.
You could try to roll mysticism on it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could do that. Can you aid in this game? Can you like aid?
There is a squadron check system where if everyone makes a roll, you can like kind of like combine your skills together. The DC will be a bit higher to kind of like balance it out, but your odds are still higher at succeeding. Like if you all do it.
I mean, it's everyone's. I mean, I have a mysticism skill, so mysticism's
I think
pretty good.
I don't have mysticism, but I can help. Yeah.
Does everyone want to do that? Like, do a squad roll where we like all look at the ring?
Yeah.
Rust is dead at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, they're back.
We're good.
It's 11, so we can like maybe do this roll and then we'll kind of wrap it up, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do. I think we can do a quick sleep phase. Let's finish this up first, though, because I don't want to make it.
Right, so I'll just roll for my mysticism check. Damn, I'm getting some good rolls. I rolled a 19 naturally, plus 4, so 23 for the mysticism check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very mystical.
Now I'm getting the good rolls.
Nice. When you throw a wallet at me and when you analyze the ring.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Nice.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Nice. Russ?
What? Are we rolling?
Roll for do a mysticism check.
Oh, I was on mute.
Mysticism.
Mysticism. Okay, hold on.
Were you sleeping on the job?
Yeah, sorry, I took a quick little snooze.
Yeah, I'm sorry. While Viper and Sterling were doing all of that, was there anything that
anyone else wanted to do?
Butter and Glitter Bro wanted to do?
Her hero name short is Butter. That's amazing.
Butter.
I got an 11.
Next thing you know, her name's just Butt.
But
Okay, so 11, 14, 18, and 22.
Okay, yeah. And then so um
maybe he was a dark side. He turned to insane with the guy. You know, they said they were going
um
insane or whatever.
An ex-Magi-Knight.
so
Yeah,
Imagine not.
imagine not.
uh so you all kind of like put your heads together and
Football group huddle.
uh the best guess that you could make is that this might be some sort of like obviously it was like uh like this was definitely used in some way by the cultists. Um and
Mhm.
yeah, so many of you are kind of new to this stuff. Like the best guess you could make, maybe somehow they're able to uh use it um sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Uh they could maybe use it to uh because again, you check that guy's wallet. He had literally like no cards or anything in it, just the cash. Uh, but like these are like all like the cultists anyway. Like they're all like human people, so
Mhm.
maybe they use the ring as some sort of way to communicate with each other or something.
Maybe.
Okay.
Can I like just show it to the herald and ask what it
Yeah,
is?
go right ahead. Yeah.
Hey, dude. What is this? We found it on the leader guy back there.
The herald just shrugs and is like, I don't know.
But
I
you.
hired you guys to figure this stuff out.
Okay, fine. Can I like put it in my pocket and just kind of keep it there for a
Sure.
while,
Yeah, you can do that.
just to study or whatever in my free time if I want, because it's
Yeah,
suspicious.
yeah. Um. Okay. And then with that, the herald goes, "I'm sure you guys will figure it out eventually. I mean, like if I could do all this stuff myself, I could. But obviously, like we need all the help we can get.
Uh huh.
It's only one last thing to take care of." And they kind of point towards the magic circle where there's still kind of that weird like mist stuff that seemed to come out of the circle when those vermin were summoned.
Yeah.
And the herald's just like, if you could just wave your soul crystals around that mist stuff, that's spectral energy. Um, basically, if you suck that up with your soul crystals, it's kind of a win-win. You get rid of the spectral energy, and it gives you some gloom gems, which, if you give those to me, I can turn those into any shards of power, or maybe some other special items you might need if you save up enough of them.
Okay.
Oh,
I
all
am
right.
like,
I guess we start waving our crystals
yeah.
around the smoke.
Since I assume I heard this speech already, I'm like already halfway off, like before he's
Yeah,
finished, and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, fine.
It is not a good day. It is a bad day.
Terrible, no
Alright.
good, very bad day.
Everything was fine until you came to the alley.
I know. I
Um,
met a new friend. Got a plushie.
okay, so that's gonna be I have to do some math real quick. So yeah, as you kind of like go up towards this mist, you hold out your soul crystal, and yeah, just kind of like a vacuum. It seems to just kind of suck all the
Does it make a
spectral.
vacuum
Yeah,
sound?
I
Like,
was gonna say, does it goes.
Sure, if you want.
yeah, okay, that's good. Turning on the
We
carpet
have
mode.
fun here.
We can have a bit of fun. Okay. So that's going to be um you guys will get so all together you have uh so this is a number that you kind of have to split as evenly as possible between the four of you. Luckily, this is a number easily divided by 4. So in total, you can get 16 gloom gems from this. So
Okay.
split among the 4 of you, that's going to be
4
4.
each. All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, so we get 4 each.
Yeah.
Is he our little shopkeeper, or is she our little shopkeeper or herald?
Pretty much. You just
What are
give
the
her stuff.
average prices of these things? Like what well, like how I guess is that in like
Uh,
the list? Like how many gloom gems
I
most things cost?
I have to check again. From off the top of my head. Because I believe this is also the system that allows you to make runes for your armaments and such. I think those are kind of expensive, but getting shards of power are pretty cheap.
Okay, but like so but runes would be something worth saving up for though.
Uh-oh.
And then the shards of power are like potions that you
Right.
can like use.
You cut out for me. What did you say, Godsey?
So yeah, just as a reminder, shards of power are like potions in this game. They're like consumable, like
Yeah.
little buffs you can use during battles, and then runes are uh, runes and armor weaves. I believe there's like 2 types, but yeah, those types of things. Those are like power ups to like your armor and your weapons.
That's pretty cool. And you said those are pretty expensive, huh?
Yeah. I don't think you have access to them at level 1.
Okay.
Um, I think there's like certain requirements before you can start using those. But yeah,
Okay.
that's basically the gist of how gloom gems work. It's like your little currency. But yeah, with that, you might do a little extra patrolling for the rest of the night just to make sure there's no other threats. But nope, you find nothing else attempting to be summoned in the city.
Okay.
And, yeah, I guess
Good
And
enough, I
we'll
guess.
just do
Yeah.
is there like a shopping phase where we can give our gloom gems to the herald, or is it
I'm pretty sure you can just do that whenever.
okay?
I don't think like that's limited to a phase.
How much is a shard of solidarity?
Yeah, I'll open it real quick, but in the
Okay.
meantime, yeah. We could just do our sleep phase next session.
I can go to the sleep phase if it's if everyone's up for it, but if it's too tired or it's too
I'll just save it for next time.
okay.
That's better. But yeah, so
Good job, everyone.
Yay.
I mean, everyone except Viper, obviously. But I mean,
Yay!
Yay.
Princess Glitterbro gunned down as many people as I did. Woohoo! We did it.
We did
Yeah,
it!
We did
We
it, Reddit.
carried!
Yeah, we
Yeah,
carried
in
by
part-
I
using
killed like
firearms.
I got like 3 people, okay?
Okay, but did you go boom boom? I didn't think so, okay? Leave this to the professionals.
Also, a stick can't reload. So once you hit someone with it, you just have to kind of go and it doesn't even do anything. When I do that, the gun actually reloads.
I like to imagine that's how you like cast like it's not a spell, but like that would be like your chant, like if it was a spell to reload your soul weapon, just like what were you saying, Lynn?
Butter was there for support, and her character development will become the best support in the team.
Yes. Do you have the curing spell, right? Too?
Too, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was pretty sure it was you and me. Because I have curing as well.
Has curing and barrier, so
Cool.
she could help with just making sure that we're not being butchered to death.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Okay, so okay, a shard of what was it?
It was. Oh, I had it. Hold on. Let me go
Solidarity.
back
Purification.
up to it. It was shard of. Where is it? Solidarity.
Solidarity. Okay. Um. Okay. That is 35 gloom gems.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let me actually see how much runes are, because I forgot. Um, okay, so for the runes themselves, the price can depend on what their specific rarity is. Um, but for uh, certain, okay, sorry, I misread this. So for some of them, the price kind of depends on what the rarity is, and then you multiply that by a number. And then for others, you have like some set, you
Okay.
have some set prices. The cheapest one in the set prices seems to be 150.
Wow.
So yeah,
Jesus
All
Christ.
right. Cool.
We're gonna save up a lot.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I will also say you will be like getting more gloom gems as you go against more like tougher enemies and stuff
Yeah.
as well. So
All right. Cool. Very fun to finally play again after a month.
yeah, I will say I have seen this specific battle like multiple times in the server, and this is the fastest I've seen the leader go down.
Yay! 4 mags.
I was shocked. Like most groups seem to have the most trouble with him because when you give him the chance to attack, he actually has some pretty strong attacks.
Oh, I expected
Sterling
that.
said
That's why
no.
when you said you do less damage against crowds, I knew I had allies who could blow shit up, so I was like, I should be fine. Just
Yeah.
attack the old man.
That was because he was obviously the leader, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for the boss first. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
he just unloaded on on him. So I was like, maybe I should just kind of take out some of the smaller guys. He seems to have it
I think what's
handled.
most impressive is you basically did that with 3 people because Butter was not very
Yeah.
Will
useful.
only be more powerful once
Yeah,
Butter's
she's
Once
just
faster.
like
Butter
saving her
gains,
energy, you know?
once she gains
Yeah, it's also
confidence.
it's also the luck of the die because I remember when I did this particular battle myself. I was the one on my team with explosion, so I was handling the human hordes just fine. And then the rest of my team was trying to handle like the leader and the vermin and stuff.
Yeah.
And they just had really bad in the grand scheme.
Oh.
Oh.
In the grand scheme of things, she got taken
In the
out.
grand
She got taken
scheme.
out by
Plot
the
twist.
Herald. Yes.
Okay. Sorry. You there, Gladzy?
Yeah, you
Okay,
know.
hi.
Shit.
Okay, so
um,
you were saying in the grand scheme of things.
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, like the vermin's AC is like a bit lower than like what the leader's AC was, like just the leader by himself. But they were just having terrible luck hitting the armor class, so they kept swinging at the vermin, and the vermin just kept running away, like around their attacks, like avoiding them.
That
And so
sucks.
I
That feels
swear,
like your
most
whole party had a bunch of me's. Let's
like
hope next time's better.
most of the rounds were dedicated to just trying to hit the vermin.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we did something good. Or you
Yeah,
guys did something good.
Yeah, that was
listen,
good.
Viper.
I did good in the end. I threw a wall at point blank. Straight at the forehead.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got it.
Just wish that was, for most of the session.
Listen. Chad and fuck it. Give me a second.
Sterling? Bell?
Yeah, Sterling.
Sterling.
Chad and
ADHD
Sterling
moment.
have got it covered. Okay.
Yeah, sure. For hordes. Or not for hordes, but you have a code for hordes.
For
But
anybody.
for anybody. Really, it should just be you two.
Yeah. You guys can be our cheerleaders.
And
all
Bell
right?
for
we'll do all
emotional
the-
availability.
Yes. And healing after the battle.
I have healing though too, so I guess we'll just be your medics.
Right. That's
You
good.
just
We'll
leave
be the
us to
glass-
take care of
yeah.
things,
We'll
okay?
be glass cannons, all right, who just keep firing, and you just keep funneling healing into us, and like that should be able to deal with any combat scenario. All right.
Anyway.
Well, that was a good sesh.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great time. It was very
Hopefully, it's not
fun.
another month till we play again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Should we just try to like schedule for like next Tuesday or?
I can try. Let me see where my phone is.
Or like some other time next week?
I generally Tuesdays are available for me because my parents have like Bible study, and that means we don't go anywhere or anything. So, but yeah, I'm generally available. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good whenever. So
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know if I talked about it. I just realized, but like I got a babysitting job like a month ago.
Woo!
Oh.
Cool.
But yeah, like that only like takes place like during the day, so I'm usually free on evenings when we usually play anyway.
Yeah.
well, just let us know if you're like super tired from babysitting, because I know that
Yeah,
can
definitely.
really drain you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Ever since I was like in kindergarten, my grandma used to run a daycare at her house. So I
You're
was always kind
trained.
of like, yeah, like obviously when I was in kindergarten, I wasn't too hands-on. My job was just to distract them.
Thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna end here, but love you. Hope you had a good time. Bye.